Alright, and we're off. See a big thing of birds, so I'm gonna furl in my sail.
I'm gonna hit you.
Oh my god, that's what you're supposed to be doing.
I'm trying. We just got a little bit of a scare. Uh-oh.
Ah, frustrating.
We tried and we failed. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sailing GBU. Today is a big day for us. We need to set up our boat to get ready for one of our longest sails we've had in a long time.
We're going offshore, blue water, to an island out in the middle of nowhere. Now we're doing about 40 miles, so we'll never be further than 20 miles from shore, so it shouldn't be too crazy. But it's a longer sail. We have to leave early in the morning, and we have to prep, and we're going to be fishing a lot, so it's not the kind of sail where you want to be towing the dinghy. We have to prep the boat for that, so, you know, a lot of prep work, getting ready to go, a little bit of nerves, but the weather should be good, and I think it should be a nice crossing.
Today we are going to prep the boat, but we basically just need to clean the dinghy and slap it up on top, and then tomorrow we'll be waking up in the mist of the morning and heading to St. Croix.
Yep, the misty morning, heading to St. Croix, which I don't know if you're from St. Croix. What do you call it? Cruisin? Croixin? I don't know what it is, but let me know in the comments below what people from St. Croix are called, because I need to know. Alright, so the next thing I gotta do is get my engine up and on my bracket. I get a lot of questions and comments. People might be saying, Matt, why are you putting your engine up? You've been towing that dinghy for a better half of a year now, and you know, it's been working just fine for you. For two reasons. One, I think it's safer when you go offshore. We're gonna be, 20 miles offshore, so anything can happen out there. Little squalls can kick up, and I would hate for my dinghy to get flipped and then have to muck it out later. And also, we're gonna be doing a good bit of fishing. I'm gonna go with an extensive fishing setup because I've been getting embarrassed. My homies here at the Anchorage hooked me up with a nice lure. Kristen got me a nice one for my birthday, and I bought one at the store. So I'm really trying to catch a fish. I don't want the dinghy behind the boat either because I'm going to be running 2 to 3 lines, so I want that available to me. So either way, that's why, and that's why I'm putting it up at this particular time. So this bracket was for my old engine. Had a different clearance for the mounting bracket, I guess, or the mounting chocks, whatever the heck they're called. And it's a little bit too tall for this engine, so I'm gonna have to modify that later, but it's good for now. I'm just gonna tie it down. It's definitely not going anywhere. So it'll get handled at a different pace.
Alright guys, when I tell you it's hot, I mean it's hot. It's like record-breaking heat out here in the islands. Floorboard's still looking good.
Still hanging tough. I'm a bit of an engineer, so I wasn't ever worried about it. But somebody I remember was worried. He said, "This looking a little janky to me, boy." Alright, so now I gotta flip this thing over so that I can let whatever growth on the bottom dry out for a little bit. Scrape that off before I put it on deck, because I don't want to be sailing smelling that stank the whole time. All dried up and dyed now, and that's going to let it come off a lot easier. My two favorite tools for this is a plastic scraper. I don't like using metal because it's going to scratch my paint and possibly cut the tubes. And then I use like a wire Brillo pad type thing. It works really well. It cuts through grass, cuts through this like muddy stuff that's always on the side. You can see there. And it doesn't damage anything. It's nice and smooth, so it does these little wiry, what are these even called? Brillo pads or something.
I'm forgetting the name.
Similar steel wool pad. I don't know what the heck they're called, but they work well. They do a good job, but they are metal, so if you drop them, they do sink pretty fast. You don't have to get after them.
You were meant to be together. Think you'll make the perfect pair.
We waited till it cooled down a little bit. It's time to pull the dinghy up on the boat. We're gonna be using some halyards, right, Matt, to pull this big boy up. It's actually really light, so this should be...
We could probably just reach over the side and pull it up if we really wanted to get buck wild.
It should be pretty easy. Can you see that barracuda down there, guys? He's waiting for those fishies.
You think you're always in the right. Oh, you could never do no wrong. One day you're feeling everything. The echoes of the past will come right back to you.
It's about to cross the lifeline. It's gonna hit you.
Oh my God, that's what you're supposed to be doing.
I'm trying.
Back up with your legs.
Oh. He's joking, people. Trust me, he's not actually mad. You let go of the line!
Oh, I didn't, because I broke a cleat here, I didn't have the other leg.
Oh my gosh, people.
Usually this does it, but...
You're gonna get just what is fair.
Put your finger right there.
We're doing it big.
He's gonna leave you blue. The echoes of the past will come right back to you.
Ta-da! As you can see, it takes up pretty much the whole front half of the upper deck.
Yep, I leave it all the way up as tall as it can go. I can slide it down here a little bit, but it cuts into my walk space if I have to come up for the anchor or to play with the jib or anything. So I just leave it all the way up there. It's more out of the way. It's bad for visibility. You can't see as good, but you can just look around.
But we can bring it up for my hat chair tonight.
True. Like this, huh?
Alright guys, so we got the dinghy up there. Now it's just till tomorrow morning. We'll see you guys around 4 a.m. waiting for the adventure.
Not 4, 7, or
You
6.
said 6.
We want to be out of here by 6.
But we probably have to wake up and to get a few things ready.
Well, you're gonna wake up at the crack of dawn as soon as I roll over with, cornflakes in my eyes and saying turn the camera on. So
Okay, we'll see guys. We plan it to be early.
We'll be seeing y'all around 6 probably.
Alright, we'll see you around 6 a.m. The adventure will begin. We did check out the weather a little bit. It's not looking too great, so hopefully those aren't the last words and it turns all the way around.
It's
by
not
morning.
that. It's just it's supposed to be really squally. So it's like right now there's no wind at all. So I don't want to have to motor 40 miles, and we don't have like a spinnaker or anything like that, and we don't want to be doing a ton of sail changes. But either way, it is what it is. We're leaving at dawn, and whatever adventure comes. You just gotta roll with the punches.
I'm hoping fish.
We're catching fish. I'm gonna catch a fat tuna that's gonna probably drag me all the way back to the Bevis. Could you imagine if I caught like an 800-pound bluefin that just is...
No, we gotta let it go. If you catch that big a fish, you gotta let it go.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna gaff it for sure. It's 800 pounds. I don't even think we have a halyard that could get that up.
Oh, we could do it. It'd be a big adventure, but we don't want it. Too much food. Anyways, catch us tomorrow morning, guys. Also, did you see I finally got my shirt? I got the coral color. If you're wondering, it's a really cool color for women or men. It's a little strange with the red design, but I think it still looks cool. And the great thing about this color is you can wear this with khakis. So if you're a khaki guy, you might want to pop this shirt off.
Yep, and we didn't even have to go back to St. John to get it because our homies, SV Kelpie, brought it to us. They delivered it. So, appreciate y'all. Y'all are homies.
Thank you for bringing my shirt. It's looking pretty fly on me, I must say.
Yep. Alright y'all, so it's 6 a.m. I slept in for whatever reason. I'm like 4 minutes late. But Bear is ready. She's already outside. She said, come on, lazy bones, let's get some sailing done. So I gotta get that anchor up and get out of here. Right, we're off. All right, I'd planned to motor in the morning for the first couple hours, just because generally here every morning the weather's been really calm and there's never been any wind. So I was like, oh, we'll just eat it up in the morning and get out over the shelf and all that stuff. But turns out there's a ton of wind here, so I'm going to use it to the best of my advantage. I have my second reef out on my head sail alone, and I'm going 5.4, 5.1, 5.5. So we're ripping along here in the morning. I don't know if there's a current coming out of there or what's going on to push us, but making great time. Great way to start the day. All right, time to get this thing rocking by putting down my squid splasher. Purple and black, we went with this color. We got good vibes, good intel about purple and black. And we got a little daisy chain on there too, so we're putting that bad boy down. We're gonna get the party started.
Squid Splasher 3000.
All right, so I think I'm gonna put the flying fish out as like a teaser, pretty close behind the boat on my hand line to get it popping, get it flopping.
Popping and flopping.
You know? It's gonna make them think something's going down. Okay, we got a big squall ahead of us. It's super long, so there was no way to get around it. I reefed in the head sail quite a bit, so I've really canvased down and I turned the motor on. Excuse me, just to push under this squall. I'm still going 6.6 knots at 2,000 RPM, so weather's kicking up, we're still flying, and I don't know, I might put the whole sail in, but then it's like really wavy if I do that, so I'm basically just using that little bit of cloth for balance, but there's so much wind at the moment that I'm still flying. See a big thing of birds, so I'm gonna furl in my sail and I'm gonna head over that way. It's dead into the wind, so I can't sail into it. I gotta put that
And the
away.
waves
So
are big, so it's gonna be rough.
yeah, but we gotta see if we can get it. We gotta try.
I see them. Birds, 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 birds. Fishing on a sailboat isn't easy, is it, man?
Oh yeah, all my fishing friends in Florida that go out on their Intrepids and their Contenders, their big fishing boats, like, I'll be fishing the whole time on a sailboat. I'm like, boy, you would cry tears of fear. Anyway, I'm trying to chase these birds down. Waves are knocking me all over the place. The whole camera bag just got canoodled, so I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm getting weed every 5 seconds. Ah, frustrating, because I know there's fish under those birds.
That's something. I don't know why I'm saying, oh no. What's happening? Or is it seaweed?
Seaweed.
Oh man! I was really excited! at the seaweed. Oh, embarrassing. We tried and we failed for now, but we're not giving up. We can still catch fish on our way there. We're probably not even halfway there yet.
We're just about halfway.
We're just about halfway, Matt said. It's the sea state's been a little wavy. I was feeling a little sick at the beginning, but some reason after the storms passed, I'm feeling fine now. So overall, it's become a beautiful day though so far. Hopefully no more storms. I can see St. Croix. Land is in sight. We are on our way and I can't wait. This hasn't been that bad of a sail. It started a little rough, but luckily it worked itself out and we went pretty fast. So I'm excited to get there.
Not we went pretty fast. We're actually have been going pretty fast. We still have about 2 to 3 hours to go, so don't jinx us, Christian. Don't
call me Christian.
Don't jinx us, Christian. But whoa. But yeah, it's been going great so far. It is choppy, but we have a good wind angle on it, so it hasn't been too bad. Bear didn't really love it this morning. She went inside, but now she's acclimated and everything's going well. The only thing I would say is I wish the goddamn seaweed would go away. Alright, so I had to put my sail in to motor in here. It's a really winding channel to come in, so it would be tougher to sail in. It's a little bit dangerous, but we're going to get the motor on now so that we can motor in, we can point and shoot and get to our anchorage safely after a wonderful sail today.
People coming up. It's looking like nice turquoise, tropical Caribbean island.
Alright, so this is where it's not as fun having the dinghy on the deck because you can't see, so I have to sit all the way off to the side, try to peek around to make sure I don't hit one of these channel markers. But so far, so good.
We just got a little bit of a scare. We're looking for a place to anchor and we were looking at the water and all of a sudden we noticed that it looks pretty shallow where we're at. Even though the Navionics says it's fine, it looks really shallow. So we had a little bit of a scare. Let's hope we don't run aground.
13, 12 feet, so it probably is deep enough.
Alright, we're safely anchored, but now it's time to get our dinghy down. I put on a t-shirt because I got way too much sun already today, so let's see if we can do this a little more gracefully than when we put it up.
I wanna go somewhere far away. I wanna go where they don't know my name. Get out of town, 'cause I can't take no more.
Whoa, whoa.
The
disgraceful.
It was equally graceful. Let's go first.
I've been talking about leaving for way too long. The only thing left to do is pack up my bag and run.
Alright guys, we made it here to St. Croix. Anchor's down, dinghy is set up, and there's only one thing to do, and that's to head to land.
Yep, we finna head to land. We've been looking on our phones and it says a lot of things looks cool here. And there's people driving their boats around, bumping music. So the vibes from the boat, from the anchorage looking to shore, it kind of looks like Culebra. It's really green and like nice and rolly hills, but not too tall like Rocky Mountains. And the architecture gives me like Key West vibes. So I'm thinking it might be like a Culebra meets Key West, which could work for me.
They got a boardwalk, so looks like restaurants, bars, poppin' atmosphere. So let's get going.
Vale.
So we're here and it looks like a really big boardwalk. A lot bigger than I anticipated, with a lot more bars and restaurants than I thought. And giant tarpons.
Dang, dog, I just seen a dinghy that says sit down and shut up. I feel like if you got a dinghy that says shut up, you're a person that probably doesn't ever shut up. So, you know, I could tell you suck
So
right
much
away.
that your dinghy's talking.
Yeah, like I'll never shut up so much that my dinghy's shouting at people of how they should act.
There's a little ferry that takes people to this middle little island in the anchorage. What is that little island called?
Hotel K, Hotel Key. Really, really inventive and creative naming going on over there.
Are you sure that's the name of the actual island?
The boat said Motel Key.
Oh. It looks
Or
like a nice
Hotel
little
Key.
resort, and I smelled barbecue as we sailed by it.
Yeah, it do smell good. I'll give them that. All right, so we pulled up into this fort, and it was cool in the front. They had like a nice little alleyways to shoot against people and stuff. And then we walked in here and saw that they used it as a jail, like a military jail for military and civilians, it said. So pretty wild. And then around the corner, there's like little jail cells and stuff that you can step into, and it's like, for someone that's used to living as free as I can possibly live, I could not imagine being incarcerated.
All right, Matt, feel how the prisoners felt. I'm gonna shut that door on you.
It wasn't me. You don't care who you tell. Ow! I don't care who you tell. It wasn't me. It was Pokey.
But this isn't funny. Someone could have died in there.
Ooh, don't do it. No.
How do you feel? Is it scary in there?
Yeah, it's really scary. It stinks. This would be pretty terrible. I don't know. It's an ominous feeling for sure. Oh, they don't let you go in. They just let you walk up to the glass and look.
Well, this is the officer's day room. And he would say, orderlies, have you put everyone in the jail cells yet? Well, make sure you do it by noonday's time.
That's how this guy talked in here.
Here's the arsenal. You got yellow paint all over the side of your face.
I was trying to break out of my cell, dog.
The other side.
I'm not meant to be caged. I said I'm breaking out no matter what it takes. Come on, get me. Okay, so now we're going to the dungeon, I guess. You know, it's times like this when you get to go to these historic sites where you not only see how far we've come as human beings, but we see how much further we need to go still. Dungeons were a real thing.
I don't think I want to go in there.
Fear not.
'Tis but a dungeon.
You.
Hello?
This is scary.
Who doth reside in the dungeon?
What's in there? What if this shut on us and we were stuck in here forever?
Oh,
What?
the acoustics in here. Do you hear that? Bro, did I just like call it the ancients right then?
Yeah, that was awesome.
The acoustics are phenomenal, but I gotta say the vibes are a little off. But the dungeon's way nicer than the other cells, so. Oh wait, maybe I see that. Hello?
I feel like this is the window you should call out to like other tourists and scare them and say, unlocked in the dungeon.
Or pretend I'm a ghost. Call out the other tourists, but I'm like,
I'm the ghost of John Spriggins. I had too much of the ale aboard Lady Liberty in 1977.
wait, that's not old enough. 1977. Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird spot. Oh no. This do not look comfy.
So if you are into history, this port is open and walkable from your boat anchorage, and it's free, and no one's here. So
It seemed like it was pretty free. So if you're into history, or if you're into herstory, you know, you can come here and regale yourself with the tales of days gone past. I don't know. I think I need to be like a tour guide. I missed my calling. Oh, just write it down.
So we stopped here, I think it's called Shoop's. I'm getting a fried chicken sandwich, it looked pretty good. And Matt ordered 3 drinks for us. So we got a beer, a BBC, if you know, you know. And what is this that you got?
Crucian Confusion.
Okay,
Fun
try
fact
it.
about Shoop's, it was founded by the original members of Salt and Pepper. You guys might have heard that song Shoop, Shoop I Doop. So that's why it's named Shoop's.
He's making all this up.
You better shoot. Alright, y'all. Some food came. I'm gonna eat it up. I'm gonna scrimp on these tender vittles. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna give the review later in the quiet privacy of our own humble abode.
Guys, we're back on the boat. It was getting a little wild on the boardwalk. There were street performers. They were like battling. One was really playing loud music with his speakers and then his trumpet, and the other guy was trying to do a drum thing, but they were like too close. So it was like battling.
It was like listening to like 4 songs at one time, which was probably defeating the purpose for everyone involved. But it was very Key West vibes. Key West on the Sunset Point, or what's it called at Christmas?
I don't remember the name.
There was something called it at Key West, so it's where all the street performers would go. And I'm sure they're called something way cooler than street performers. Don't at me in the comments and say that you're something actually spectacular. But it's
Some of them are spectacular.
it's like carny level. Like if you're a really good carny, you can.
You're just a hater. Anyways,
I'm just a pro.
talking
I'm a
about
pro.
hating the food at Shoop's, I would not give it a good rating.
No, it was good. I liked it.
Really?
I liked it. It wasn't the best thing I've ever had, but it was good. It was like
average to below average.
it was like a good Wendy's. The burger was like a good Wendy's burger. The chicken sandwich was like a
Was
good
it
chicken
Wendy's?
sandwich you get Wendy's. Well, no, it wasn't Wendy's, but
Exactly.
it was Wendy's level.
And
So
it
if you
wasn't
like
fast
Wendy's,
food.
if you like Wendy's though, you'll like the food there.
Anyways, guys, we're excited to be here in St. Croix. We are thinking about going to this little island that they have here called Another Buck Island. A lot of islands are called Buck Island, but this is Another Buck Island. But this one's like a nature preserve where they have like underwater snorkel trails or something and a ton of like white sand beaches. So we might do that. Let us know in the comments. And thanks for watching. Do you got anything to say?
Yeah. Call your mom, tell her you love her. Call your dad, tell him you love him, and give this video a like if you liked it. Check out our t-shirts. We still got the Dead Dolphin selling like hotcakes, so you know we might be able to retire off that Dead Dolphin shirt alone. It's killing it. Everyone loves it, so you might love it too. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. We love you. See you next week.
Make sure you like, subscribe, and check out our Patreon also for our real-time updates. So we'll see you guys next week. Bye.